but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the. I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Yellow, go.
On second and 11 now. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Lance into 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. Man open. That's Ray McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Niners at 7-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club.
He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up. Pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The Charles here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
These two teams all tied after one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Here's Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing his Lance on third down. Escape. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 21 yards away. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
At at the 23. It's 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McLeod from 13 yards out. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion, Hill. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 38 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Buying time to his left. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by one score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
25 yards that time. Lance going to hold on to it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 60 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to throw. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
In motion goes the tight end. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
In motion left is Wilson. Two and now, 3rd and goal. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Down to about the 45. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Black, 95.
So the victory here for